Washington Commanders. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Great. 180.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They go to Barkley again. Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. That one's complete right side. Galloping inside the 40. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kevin Lloyd making the play. And the Commanders force the turnover on the first series of this game.
Our coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Go.
Going to run again with Swift. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Eagles nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's another carry for Barkley. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would.
Third and just 2 to go. Running left. This is Barkley. And they're turned away on third and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He's got it at the 24. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
46-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Come on. Hit. Practice 6, Dragon 60.
From the gun, it's Daniels. This is Ingram working the left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Working quickly here.
7 brings up second and 3 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Here's Swift on second down. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pull that in front further, 13-zip. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Eagles nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
Set to kick off.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. I'll start this one out with Barkley. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Back to throw, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
So a tough spot now. This is third and 9. Air it out on third. Look at that power, deep left side. Another drop. The last 2 plays, both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. Picked up at the 38. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
Here's Swift to start the drive. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones in the mounts are really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. DeAndre Swift, his intended target there out of the backfield. So they're left facing third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But if that defense was flying around and making the play.
And he did what he could, but 4 yards isn't enough. It's going to be 4th and short.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Oh, and it's not a kick. The puncher's taken off. And they'll bring him down, but not before the fake gets them a first down.
Okay, ready? Liking 18. Ready?
Daniels setting up the play action. It's McLaurin downfield. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Let's go now. Ready?
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and you couldn't.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
And they'll throw 3rd and long. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Eagles take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's it 3rd and
2. You just get the play off. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Our score, 14-0. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Eagles 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline. Trying to cover, you can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds his back, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Running right, it's Barkley. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offensive line fast.
63.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
3rd and long for him here. He puts some juice on it deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 12.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They give to Mason. And he's going to wind up in the red for this play back at the 8. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run, the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Let's go now. Go.
They turn to Mason on 3rd down. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
And the Washington, first down. First and 10.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. It's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Play action now with Daniels. He put everything he had into this one. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the shotgun, they give to Swift. And they only get a couple when they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it fourth down. The Commanders ready for the punt.
Bryce Baringer in punt formation.
He gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Give him 32 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Eagles.
Now Hurts. Man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Dallas Goddard, the touchdown. One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up third down.
On third down, here's Swift. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
19, Tiger, 9, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Daniels. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Pulls it at the 7. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Philadelphia settles and ready. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He may have taken away that quick slant. Look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
Continuing to move past the 45. He's at the 30. Saquon Barkley. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Continuing to move past the 45. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Pinned off running right. Here's Swift. Good 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go.
Play action now. Daniels buying some time left. This is caught near the pylon. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Fastball 80. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready, right?
From the red zone on 1st. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here we go. Shot. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Swift. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And the kick is no good. The snap is off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down.
Let's go. Trim.
Hurts. Drops it off to Barkley, complete. He gets loose down the right side. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So if we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 23.
Hurts to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles tie it just before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Knock this through, and they'll take a lead into the break. Right down the middle. It's good. And they'll take the lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. This one set up for Daniels. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Returning it from the 4. Things going well so far. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
70 Timberwolves. Get it. Go.
First down, here's Swift. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Rolling on first down, Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Cowboy, check flag, check flag. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Going all the way to the end zone here. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. You got middle field open or close. Like a single high or two highs. Is that close going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Handoff headed right. Barkley will cobble together a yard there. Play made by Deron Payne.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They give to Barkley, left side. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On second down, here's Barkley. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a third down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
On third down, it's Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. In a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that side.
Hurts now from the gun. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles reach pay dirt. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles take the lead on that successful kick. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
49-yard line.
70, 70. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Mason gets it from the gun. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Daniels setting up the play action. Pass complete. 2-2 Atwell. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, and you got to take advantage of that opportunity, defense just did.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Brings up third down and 20.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
They're in long for him here. He's going deep this time. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a third-quarter lead.
That's a good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Commanders push their lead to 6.
Commanders 41. Eagles.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Hey, let's go. Trim it. Hey, 73. Crown up,
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down throwing from Hurts. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And again, here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Tackle made by Trey Amos.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Hurts yet again. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn good play to a great play.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just...
And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get this tied before the end of the 3rd. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And they'll take the lead.
Commanders 41.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. He's able to drive that pile of better yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
32-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
On the stick.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Viking 18.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Craft roll 80. Craft roll 80.
Quickly on the line, Daniels. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, here's Daniels. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Panther Street. Panther Street. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go on check. Go check. Ready.
Straight ahead. Here's Mason. On the move, past the 40. And he takes it down to the 33. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First down now, ball at the 33.
19 Charger. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. Street. Ready.
Another run for Mason. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution of plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Six even.
Running once more with Mason. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Throwing now, Daniels. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go now. Warriors.
Play action now with Daniels. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 4th-quarter lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. 1 after up and good from Boswell. And the Commanders push their lead to 6.
Commanders 48.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. This is complete downfield to Smith. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Gain of 18 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's finds Smith. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down, a run with Barkley. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Eagles.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Easy, 63, pass. Go Silver, ready?
Now Hurts. The left side, cut by Brown. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles come through to tie it in the 4th. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. They have this try now to put them in front late. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Eagles 49. Commanders 48.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
19, 7 Pirates, 60 by...
From the gun, it's Daniels. Risky throw, and it's intercepted! And the Eagles have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
180.
Hurts now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
10 yards. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Eagles clinging to a 1-point lead. All set now, 1st and 10. Let's get to that wide, complete. Oh, and it's a punishing hit to end that play, but hey, still a win for this offense. They've got 1st and goal now from the 2.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Great. Set.
A tight end in motion now. Barkley. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles get some all-important insurance. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8.
56. Commanders 48.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. So that brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Going deep here for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Dude, that type of play is so doggone impressive. Not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Panther 60, 79 Broncos.
Throwing now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
19 Tiger. 19.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Nabs along that sideline. Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bob. Let's go. Cougar 19. Go.
Here he is to throw. This is hauled in by Samuel. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Okay, break.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. From the red zone now. And it's not over yet, football fans. He scores, and now a two-point conversion will force overtime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They knew what they had to do. First the touchdown. Now a two-point try to tie it.
The Commanders will line up for the two-point conversion.
Daniels is going to throw again. Put the body on the line for his team. They're not out of it yet. That conversion successfully ties this game and puts us, of course, on track for overtime.
So much momentum gain, long odds to get those two-point conversions, but now you got to have discipline. We know, we've seen it in playoffs with limited time left. You got to make sure you finish the deal and carry this momentum you've just gained into that extra frame.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He throws it deep to the left side. And a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Looking to throw it. He's loaded another one up. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. Alas, we are headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those two series, it is next score wins. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Return coming from the 6. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly locked up, too.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. Hurts looking to throw. He's got Smith. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and then gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running left. This is Barkley. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I try to remind you a time or two, kid, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Hurts on first down. Short pass brought in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Hey, 73.
Working inside the red zone. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
At the 5-yard line.
Great, set. 180.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Eagles take the lead in this game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His third total score in this game. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. The challenge has been laid down, partner. And it's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. Return starts at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10.
Cowboy 80. Packer 80. Packer 60.
Now it's his turn in overtime. Drops it underneath, Swift. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go.
First and 10.
On first down, here's Daniels. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Cougar 18 Cardinal.
Here's Swift on second down. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Gotta hurry this to the line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Commanders first down. First and 10.
Going on first down, Daniels. Nice work here, sliding down after some excellent running and a nice gain. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Washington calls it second timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here at OT. They'll come up on first and 10.
At the 17-yard
Come
line.
on. Ready.
From the red zone on first. His top target, Samuel, has another one. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work.
This is cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders making a one-point game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
19 Tiger.
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. They'll get this up to the 18-yard line. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.